Hi, and welcome to Rail Routes. This will be the first video in a series where I cover the mechanics of the game Rail Routes. This is the Washington, D.C. map on endless mode. We're going to jump right into it. Usually when you see a red blinking light, that's not a good thing, but in this case it's just a train waiting to enter the platform. Let's go ahead and click, and what we see is the train that wants in and its route. It wants to come in on Riverdale Platform 2, go to Benning Platform 2, and return at Riverdale Platform 3. We're going to go ahead and accept this train on Platform 2 as it desires. Otherwise, we pay a penalty for it coming in on the wrong platform. It comes in on Platform 2. As soon as I unpause, you'll see an image that represents a train enter the platform. It's going to want to go along this route right here. These here are switches. I can switch them back and forth. We want to make sure our switches are along our path. This is a signal. We're going to go ahead and click the signal to let the train know it can go along the path safely. I'm going to play this at 5 times speed for this first video just to get things going, but after that, in the next videos, we'll be playing at 15 times speed. Just makes the game a little more interesting. While this train is waiting, we're going to go ahead and cover some basics. Your main currencies for this game are these up here at the top. This is money, of course, $10,000. It limits what you can obviously buy. For example, new stations, new platforms, new auto blocks, and so forth. Also tracks, upgrading tracks, and so on. The green little train symbol here is a form of currency for experience, and so is the red one. The green is more common, and the red is more uncommon. As this train rolls into the platform, we're going to go ahead and click here. Notice the light indicating which direction it's facing is the wrong way. We want it to return back on the same track. Again, this train wants to go to Platform 3 for Riverdale, so we'll flick that switch, hit that signal, and let it go on its merry way. Now, while we're waiting for that train, we'll cover some of these other buttons. Here we have the building menu. In here, we'll be able to build track. We'll be able to build higher grade tracks once we unlock those. We can build tunnels and coach yards. Down here we have controls. We have manual switches and auto switches. Again, we'll need to unlock all these. And here we have the logic system. We have arrival sensors, departure sensors, and routing sensors, and we'll cover all that in a future video. Here we have the buy menu, and this is what allows us to buy auto blocks, which we'll cover in a later video. It allows us to buy new stations, I should say platforms at new stations, or platforms at stations we've already established a presence at. There is a limit to how many stations you can be present in. So right now the limit is 4 for the beginning of the game. So I could buy a platform in any of these other stations, but until I unlock a higher tier of availability, won't be able to buy any more stations than that. So right now we're not going to buy any stations. This is the upgrade system. There are several methods or several categories of upgrades. For example, contracts, automation, controls, interface. But again, we'll cover all that in a future video. Right now we're looking at one thing. We want to unlock freights. And when we unlock freights, that will be the end of this video, and we'll move on to the next one. And here we have contracts. Again, I'm not going to cover contracts in this video. There's it's somewhat intricate, and it's just not important right on the beginning of the game. Can't really take any new contracts at the moment, so I'm not going to worry about it. So let's let this train go while we prepare for the next train. If we click on a station, down here we get a little box that tells us what's coming in. So we have a train that's coming into Platform 3, and we have a train that's about to enter Platform 2. It's good to know just to see ahead. So we'll let this train come on Platform 2. Again, it's the same route, Riverdale 2 to Benning 2. So we'll change that switch, hit that signal, and let it go on its merry way. Soon we'll have in fact, following this train, we're going to have a train that goes to East Market. And in that case, we aren't going to be able to set the route right away because this train will still be on the tracks. So we'll see how that works in just a moment. Here we go. We got a train that wants to come on platform 2, but it wants to go to East Market platform 1. Notice we can't exactly set it right this moment. But just as soon as that train clears that switch, we'll change the switch, we'll hit the signal, and we'll let that train go. This train, unlike these other trains, just passes. It doesn't stop at the station to load and unload. We're going to reverse this train, and as soon as this train clears this switch, we're going to go ahead and allow the signal. We can already change that switch over. We change that switch, allow that signal, and we wait. I am going to go ahead and put this up to 15 speed because we're just trying to achieve 5 of these green train signals. Those 5 green experience points. We get one each time a train finishes its route. So here, let's put this up to 15 times speed. And generally speaking, now maybe another player is more capable and able to play without pause, but I pause whenever there's a decision to be made because I don't want trains to collide. When a trains collide in this game, the game is over and you are going to need to either load from a previous save or start over. Okay, we're just waiting for a new train to come on. Again, that's one of the beauties of speeding the game up, is that we don't have to sit and wait for 10 minutes in real time while we wait for a train to come onto the station. Right, here we got one coming on to Riverdale. I can go ahead and click on it. It wants to come on platform 2. It's going to go to Benning 2. We'll change that switch. Turn on that signal and let it go. We should also have another train coming on East Market fairly soon, and it will come from East Market and want to go to Riverdale 3. Okay, reverse that train, change that switch, and allow that signal. The beginning of the game is very straightforward. There isn't a lot of decisions to make. It's just kind of a training exercise in making sure your switches are correct and letting trains pass each other smoothly without collision. And we get our 4th green experience point for that train. And then we have our train coming in on East Market. Once again, these are passing trains. It'll pass over the platform, pass over its exit platform, and go about its merry way. So we'll go ahead and allow that signal, and this will get us our 5th green experience point. We get a little pop-up once we get our 5th experience point, and I'm going to pause the game here. We now have $20,000 to buy new track, new stations, new platforms, etc. But again, the most important part right now is that I have 5 green experience and I can buy something. Our choices there are several choices we can make. I'm choosing freights. Freights are one-time, one-way trains that give a red experience point and some money. You can also wait for 10 experience points and buy inner cities. Inner cities are also one way, but they're on the time schedule, so you have to maintain a certain track speed. Coach yard is another method that we could buy right now, but each coach yard costs $30,000, so we are quite a ways from being able to buy coach yards, which is why I do not want to go that route. Now, we could improve our automation, but that is not going to make us more money and more experience. And in fact, if I just upgrade automation first, there is not any way for us to get red experience points. And you'll see that we need red experience points for most of our really good upgrades. We could upgrade train speeds, but again, this doesn't get us, well, we can't upgrade. We cannot upgrade basic tracks because we don't have red experience. But once we do, there's still more important things to buy than track speeds. This is what allows us more stations, but at this time, I don't need more stations. I need better contracts. So we are going to take the freight upgrade, and with that, I'm going to end this video, and we will pick up with the freight contracts in the next video. Thanks for watching.